honor. Any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is nearly here, so I decided to take this chance to replay through the on-screen life of Haytham Kenway, one of the most interesting protagonists and antagonists in the franchise, and more importantly, he is the son of fan favourite Edward Kenway, the protagonist of Black Flag and Black Flag Resynced. I will be in this video replaying all on-screen appearances from Haytham in chronological order, from playing him in AC3 to teaming up with him in Rogue, and then back again to teaming up with him in AC3. I'll also fill in some little important lore gaps, such as Haytham's mission to uncover the truth of his father's death, but this is not a lore-focused video, it is a gameplay-focused video. Do comment below if you'd like to see a lore video from me though. Just a disclaimer, I won't be showing or covering, spoiler alert, the Black Flag post-credit scene in which we see Haytham chronologically for the first time as a child, because it wouldn't fit particularly well in this video, and partly because we don't know if this or more scenes, including young Haytham, might appear in Resynced. I really hope they do. Now with all that said, hope you enjoy, let's get straight into it.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
A bit of both. I use Stream Elements,
and gentlemen,
but I
you
use
are
Nightbot
requested to
as well.
kindly find your seats.
Haytham's got so much swagger. I love this section. It's the only... Until Syndicate, it was the only time you actually saw the UK in Assassin's Creed. New game? Not a new game. Replaying, but for the new game. Right. Reginald Birch. I hate you! I hate this guy. This guy
Evening,
sucks.
Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Back in Assassin's Creed 3 for the first time in a very long time. I'm excited for this one. It's fine, Doge.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have. 1,000 pardons.
Love to just sit and watch the play one day.
Apologies.
I wonder how much they've actually added. It's a real play as far as I know. A real show. Let's proceed. Thank you. Imagine seeing someone doing this when you're at the theatre. I've been to the theatre a few times. Like, I would definitely have noticed this if I was sitting down there somewhere. I would have noticed this. Have your PC? No. No, you cannot. Pretty please. I'm afraid I cannot. I need it. I'd love a new one, but that's not affordable these days. Did you fail the mission if the piece was played? I doubt it. Maybe though, that'd be kind of cool. I don't think so, but I think that'd be kind of awesome if they did that. Ah, the picklock mechanic. Why was this? Why was that everything? Haytham's got so much style. This man has so much style. It's not even funny. He does. He has insane amounts of aura. He's one of the best, in my opinion. He's one of the most well-written characters in the franchise. Like, he's up there for when it comes to writing. He's both a protagonist and an antagonist, and yeah, he's got insane lore implications. He's very, very important to the lore.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
He's so cold. This bit always sounds so creepy.
Stateside balcony! Hurry!
Come, please!
Over there! That's the one that's in the murder!
That man there! Seize him! Killed in the upper balcony.
Oh my!
That poor guy. That poor guy.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
Thank you, Holyfish.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies.
How's it going?
Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Haytham, and bring honor to us all.
So Grandmaster Reginald Birch, one of the most insanely well-written and underrepresented AC villains of all time, by the way. Seriously, a lot of the lore discussed in this video comes from the AC3 companion novel, Forsaken. It shows not only how interesting Haytham is and how much the Kenway family suffered, but particularly how much of their suffering is caused by Birch and his master manipulating and scheming. He's genuinely one of the most dangerous and impactful Templars in the franchise, and only really gets them in the mainline games through 2 small prologue cutscenes in AC3 that we've just seen, and a brief line of dialogue in Syndicate that references his legacy. Anyways, back to the video. Birch sends Haytham to the New World to gain more knowledge about First Civilization artifacts and to form a colonial right of Templars to combat the growing assassin presence in the Americas. This is quite frustrating for Haytham, as he's been secretly investigating his father, Edward's murder. Again, this is covered properly in the Forsaken novel. Seriously, go read it. The lore and story is great. It really explains what's going on inside Haytham's head. But Haytham hadn't seen Birch for many years before the opera. The last time they met, they had a falling out. Something Birch, in his obsessive hunt for precursor tech, had completely forgotten, but Haytham had not. During that falling out, Haytham's loyalty to Birch had started to waver, and he began to suspect that Birch may have, after everything, been the cause of Edward's death. So being sent to the colonies puts Haytham's secret investigation off course. Haytham, however, He is losing loyalty to Birch, but he is still loyal to the Templar ideals, and he's a pretty smart guy. So he goes along with Birch's orders to not arouse suspicion, and that's where we rejoin Haytham for the first full act of AC3.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Just absolutely battered him.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
It's actually so dated. I didn't stand a chance.
A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Even though it's such a great twist in the writing, like the way they wrote it was great, it is kind of obvious at this point that he is not actually a good guy. I like that they really tried to make this feel alive and involved. Like, you can chat to randomers, you can just play a board game if you wanted to for like an hour and a half. You know, you could just do that. I do think, though, this game was so underappreciated when it came out. It had issues, but still really well-made game, like, all things considered. I mean, they actually got, like, I'll never forget, I'll never let go that they actually got people in who could properly speak the Mohawk language to do recordings for all the dialogue that's spoken in Mohawk. Like, that is an amazing level of detail to go through. Just for then, like, 2 games later, by Unity's point, they are, like, they've got French people that just are Londoners. They're just British people doing the lines in their normal accent in the middle of Paris, right? Like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. The way, the decline in Ubisoft's attention to detail has been, it needs to be studied. It's been wild. It's a fun bit of lore, but the diary that you see him reading from, and I think he writes in it as well, is actually Edward Kenway's diary that the Templars took after he died, and that's how they know about all the precursor stuff in America, which is kind of cool.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready them! Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead. Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted? Secure the hatch!
Haytham. Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
I don't know why he reveals himself so willingly to Haytham. Haytham is a far superior opponent. I never understood that bit. It's a cool reveal that Mills was trying to calm down a mutiny because he was trying to let the assassin ship catch up to us, but... yeah. I mean, Haytham is a far bigger opponent than Mills is equipped to deal with.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right, all right. We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Arm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assassin's Creed 3. Sod that.
The rope's too wet. I'm slipping. Help! Please!
Oh, thank you, thank you.
My hat. Even all these years later, this moment is such peak cinema. So good. The New World. I can imagine that. I can imagine that.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn. If I am to serve the order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
And this is how Ben Franklin gets mixed up with the Templars.
Benjamin Franklin. Pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway.
He's the guy on
Must
money.
be new to Boston.
He is.
Why
He's
do
the
you
guy
say
on
that?
money.
You're still possessed.
Shots fired in anger in the colony of Pennsylvania. Lieutenant Colonel George Washington has led troops in an...
George Washington mentioned. We've secured the American player base.
Thomas Hickey.
Who's asking?
Haytham Kenway.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Show some respect, boy.
Peace, Charles. William Johnson sent us in the hopes we might expedite your search.
We don't need no expediting. Don't need none of your fancy London speak neither. I found the men that done the theft.
Then why are you just lazing around?
Figuring out how to deal with those varlets.
I have an idea.
Well, let's hear it.
I'll kill the lookout, take up a position behind the guards. You two approach from the front. When I open fire on the group, you charge in. We'll have the element of surprise on our side. Half will fall before they've even realized what's happened.
Muskets hitting their shots.
Fall back! Fall back! We'll be safe inside!
Using muskets for accurate ranged fire.
What now?
No way.
We can blow the door with those. Go on, shoot them.
There you are.
My thanks, Master Kenway. Now, tell me what it is you need.
The images on this amulet, are they familiar to you? Perhaps one of the tribes has shown you something similar.
It appears Kanyan Gahaga in origin.
Can you trace it to a specific location? I need to know where it came from.
With my research returned, perhaps. Let me see what I can do. Thomas!
What?
Rent yourself a room. And a bath as well. I suspect we'll be here for a while.
So what Haytham's doing at the moment is just gathering his lads, right? Gathering his list of blokes to help him.
Charles? Sir? Seems like we're not the only ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere. What do we do?
We find him.
Problem solver, see? Haytham's a solutions kind of man, not a problems kind of man.
Come. I'll show you how.
He's going to be furious. That painting probably wasn't cheap. Considering how genuinely evil Charles Lee becomes, at this point he's just such a bootlicker. Even when he's being a bit nefarious, as soon as he turns back to talk to Haytham,
Your acts are treacherous.
like,
Were you planning to announce yourself, or did you hope my men wouldn't notice your arrival?
If you'll allow me to explain.
Oh, by all means. I should like very much to hear this.
I have not deserted, sir. I am here under Commander Amherst's orders.
Show me a letter bearing his seal, and you might be spared the gallows.
I have no such thing. The nature of my work, sir,
It's the sort of thing best not put to paper.
Haytham.
General Braddock?
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Wolves often travel in packs.
Master Pitcairn won't be here for but a few weeks. I shall return him to his proper post once our work is finished.
The devil's work, no doubt. It's bad enough my superiors have insisted I grant you use of Charles. But they said nothing about this traitor. You'll not have him.
Edward, listen to reason.
We're done here. See these gentlemen out.
Boston Country Journal.
It's weird because like he knows him, but
Oi! You thieves and scoundrels, one and all! Fie on you and your false war!
After him!
Unhand him, Edward.
You again.
Let us go. And John Pitcairn with us.
I will not have my authority challenged.
Nor I.
Put them all in chains.
damn.
I stay my hand today because you were once my brother, and a better man than this. Or should our paths ever cross again, all debts will be forgotten. You're free now, John.
Traitor! Go on then. Join them on their fool's errand. And when you find yourself lying
I assume
broken
you've good reason for causing all this madness. What is it you require of me?
I'll explain everything on the way. Gentlemen, I believe I found the solution to our problem. Or rather, Odysseus has.
How do you? Are you a new guy?
The Greek hero, you lobcock.
Allow me to explain. We enter Silas' fort, under the pretext of kinship. Once inside, we spring our trap, free the captives, and kill the slaver.
Dodgy, dodgy. I like it.
Then, let us begin. First, we need to find ourselves a convoy.
I can't get over him calling him a lobcock. That's so funny. Don't even know what it means. It's just hilarious.
The convoy should be here soon. We'll attack on my signal.
Understood, sir.
If we time this right, we can catch them all unawares.
The Boston!
The hell is this?
1,000 pardons, sirs.
Oh! I got hit again, damn it. The floating combat feels fantastic. Like, it's boring, but it still feels great. It's not as exciting as being more involved, but
Charles,
it looks and feels great
you and
still.
William to serve as vanguard. Let no man reach us.
What about me?
You and John will follow from a distance and keep watch over us. I'll signal you when I have need of your services. We're here to help you, along with those held inside Southgate Fort.
Free me.
Not until we're inside the gate. I can't chance an inspection of the gate going wrong. I'll see you safe. You have my word. Do you know anything of Silas' operation?
Who the hell's flying up there? What the hell? What was that? That's Benjamin Williams. Thomas and... No, that's John with Ben. Charles. John Charles. Thomas and Williams there. Benjamin's there. So who's up there? Oh, what was that? So, walk with us. Drop their guns. My escorts drop their guns. Then it's this name's H1.
See? I'm freeing you just as I said I would. Now, if you'll allow me to explain. Let her go.
But she'll give us away.
No, she won't.
What's the plan?
Free the captives and avoid detection.
What of Silas?
He dies.
I can get behind that.
When you're ready to strike.
We'll hold back the guards.
That's hilarious. I clearly haven't done the remastered platinum. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Probably won't. I don't know if I could 100% this game again. It was so much effort the first time.
He's the one responsible.
Glad to have you with us. I could use some help.
Who are you?
Name's Haytham Kenway. You don't know me, but I believe the two of you are well acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Silas. One I intend to keep.
Okay. Justified, I'd say.
What happens now?
We wait. But not for very long, I suspect. Have you found her?
She's made camp not too far from here.
Excellent. Well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this cold. Wait here. Oh, damn it. Wait! Come back!
Oh, Charles.
You return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious. I can handle things from here.
But, sir!
But nothing. Go! Stop running! I only wish to talk! I am not your enemy! Please just hear me
Get
out!
me out to snow a bit, 'cause it's a bit quicker.
God's woman! Only let me speak!
Are you touched in the head?
Me, Haytham. I come in peace.
Why are you speaking so slow?
Sorry.
What do you want?
Well, your name, for one.
I'm Gadzit Zio.
Pleased to meet you. God's day.
Just call me Zio.
Dio.
Zio.
Dio.
Now tell me why it is you're here. Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
I saved your people. Does this mean nothing to you? Look, I am not the enemy.
Close to here, there is a hill. Meet me there, and we'll see if you speak the truth. That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
Every day, more of my people are lost to men like him.
Then I suggest we put a stop to it. Together.
What do you propose?
That we kill Edward Braddock.
Sure that won't make things worse?
First, we have to find him.
Just assassinating a general? That surely won't make things worse.
Wait here. A Mohawkman is likely to raise suspicions, if not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people. I can handle myself.
I hope so.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye. The Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
Well, that's what they're calling them now. Expeditions.
Aye. Smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused.
They go really hard in this early segment to make it seem like Britain's this big evil force attacking the innocent French. Like, they go really hard on that for some reason. I don't even think Britain was the one who instigated the war.
Tell the French are readying to move on our positions.
Well, they weren't, but
Wonder what Braddock intends
I mean, in North America.
He's already left for the advanced camp. Oi! Where are you going, Cully?
Me?
No, the other cock Robin.
Well, I was leaving.
Oh? And now?
Well, now... I'm going to feed you your teeth.
And you were worried I was going to be the problem?
I want to see if I can... There we go. Oh. That guy has to be counted.
You're hurt.
Oh, it's nothing.
Here. This should stop the bleeding.
He's like, don't act like it hurts. Don't act like it hurts.
That wasn't necessary.
Look tough.
But thank you.
We should move on. Meet me at Braddock's camp when you're ready.
I like the dynamic they have.
Use the snowstorm to mask your approach. Having second thoughts?
Hardly. But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Maybe I should do the optional objectives. Crazy idea, I know.
Good news. General Braddock refused the offer. There will be no truce.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah, it's Washington.
Why, George? What reason did he give?
What news?
Braddock has left to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet till they're ready, which gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush him here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same. I will send word when it is time to strike.
Okay. Works for me.
First it was too cold. Now it's too goddamn hot.
And humid too. It's a right swamp, I tell you.
To say nothing of the mosquitoes.
Warm weather and bugs are soon to be the least of our worries.
What? You mean the bulldog? Huh, please. We'll be in that one's beef soon enough and on to the next.
Where's your boy Lee gone off to?
Returned to finish out his service under Braddock.
I imagine the bulldog's none too pleased after the stunt we pulled.
Pleased to spin a tale of my incompetence and beg forgiveness. He has a way with words, especially when it comes to flattery. I expect he'll be welcomed back with open arms.
Because he's a bootlicker.
Which would give us a man inside.
Precisely.
It's a good thing, man. Mimir's a fantastic character.
If I have, Charles will sense it first and make his escape. He's more clever than you think.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a sec, man. I'll tell you in a sec.
Everything all right, sir? Just savoring the moment.
George Washington.
No doubt. Many wonder why it is we've pushed so far west.
He's got to be
These are
wearing blue
wild
because he's
lands
George
as yet
Washington,
untamed
right?
and unsettled. But it shall not always be so. In time, our holdings will no longer suffice. And that day is closer than you think. We must ensure our people have ample room to grow and further prosper, which means we need more land. The French understand this and endeavor to prevent such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts and forging alliances, awaiting the day they might strangle us with the noose they've built. This must not come to pass.
Yes, the French.
We must sever the cord and send them back. This is why we ride, to offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
I reckon they probably faced a fair amount of backlash.
Wait. To scatter the expedition is not enough. Must ensure that Braddock falls.
I reckon they
Short
faced
try
a
again.
reasonable amount of backlash for the
Disguise himself as one of his
cartoonishly
own,
villainous
make my way
portrayal of
inside.
literally everyone
Your
British in
ambush
this
will
game.
provide the perfect cover for me to
It's like
deliver the
needlessly
killing blow.
cartoonishly villainous. Because in Rogue, for the first and only time ever in the franchise, you're siding with the British. And even though you're a Templar in that, you're still technically doing, like, your whole thing is that you're doing the right thing and they're not. So...
Edward. Not so fun on the other end of the barrel, is it?
Look out!
What are they, the French? They look French to me.
Sir.
Where are you off to, Edward?
Yeah, Charles Lee, he's such a bootlicking coward at the beginning, and then he just becomes maniacal. Like, he becomes truly, like, again, like cartoonishly villainous by the end. By the end, he's just nasty for the sake of being nasty. But he starts off as such a bootlicker. How are you okay? How is he okay from that explosion? I forgot you could gallop. There's me just like trotting along. I'm pretty sure you're meant to follow him, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you're not meant to actually kill him there.
I never took you for a coward, Edward.
Come on, then! Such arrogance. I always knew it would be the end of you. Is the end of you.
Don't. Hurry before he gets away! I said go!
Why is she not... I mean, obviously, she couldn't have just killed George Washington there for historical accuracy purposes. But, like, it doesn't make sense to have her just sit and wrestle him with a knife but not use it.
I'm sorry, Edward. What you for?
I should have listened to the dialogue. I should have done that, by the way.
Why, Haytham?
Your death opens a door. It's nothing personal. Well, maybe it is a little personal. Been a pain in my ass, after all.
But we are brothers in arms.
Once, perhaps. No longer.
Do you think I've forgotten what you did? All those innocents slaughtered, and for what? It does not engender peace to cut your way to resolution.
Wrong. Whether we applied the sword more liberally and more often, the world would be a better place than it is today.
In this instance,
I concur.
Savage.
Farewell, Edward.
It's funny that he's one of them.
Follow me.
I don't know, he's pretty arrogant. I think Connor's underrated, to be fair, but yeah, he does come across quite, especially at the beginning, he's very arrogant.
No. No.
You seem disappointed.
I thought that I held a key that would open something here.
This room is all there is.
I expected more. What do they mean?
It tells the story of Yotzitzizu, who came into their world and shaped it for what life might come. She had a hard journey, fraught with great loss and peril. But she believed in her children and what they might achieve. And though she is long gone from the physical world, her eyes still watch over us.
The lore of this cave is mental.
Her hands still guide us.
This cave appears in Valhalla nearly 10 years later. Ridiculous.
You've shown me great kindness, dear. Thank you. I should go.
One lad. I like the dynamic they have because I think he's a great character anyway. I think he's really well written. Yeah, and in the novel as well, like he's really well written. I think she's really well written, but she gets like so little screen time. So I think it's quite fun to see them together, and mostly it's her just giving him more for. He did become more humble at the end, yeah. He suffers from that Kenway curse, where he only really becomes humble and truly like understanding after he's already lost way too much near the end, right? Like Connor kind of starts to gain his humility a bit earlier, but like he only really properly understands after like Achilles dies. And having succeeded in gathering new allies in the Americas and inducting them into the Order, we now, for a little while, have to leave AC3 for a bit, as Haytham's hit a brick wall in his search for the precursor sites, and Connor Kenway has just basically been born, and he will need time to grow. Haytham's closest friend and ally in Europe informs him secretly that there is news about the whereabouts of his missing sister Jenny. She's been missing 20 long years since the night Edward Kenway was murdered, and Haytham has never stopped searching for her. In 1757, Haytham returns to the Old World and finds his sister Jenny a slave in the Ottoman Empire. He rescues her, at which point she confirms his worst suspicions. Birch orchestrated both Edward's murder and Jenny's kidnapping and subsequent selling to slavery, then proceeded to raise Haytham as his protege, akin to a son of his own. Actually kind of weird when you think Birch was engaged to Jenny and also is not that much older than Haytham. Anyway, he turns Haytham into basically his hitman's son. We return to Haytham on screen in 1758 when he returns to the colonies, just in time to meet and induct the newest and most deadly member of the Order, Shay, our questionably voiced protagonist of AC Rogue. Seriously, side note, I've always found it weird that UB, with all their resources, not long after getting genuine fluent Mohawk speakers to voice characters authentically in AC3, then specifically chose a French Canadian to voice an Irishman. I don't know why. His accent has always shone through to me as not a real accent, and it just bothers me. I can't describe it. But anyway, Haytham has sought his vengeance on Birch. He has at this point killed Birch and returned to the Americas, where he has more to do working with Shay now that Shay has been officially inducted into the Order. Alrighty, we are back with Assassin's Creed Rogue. Why am I carrying this man out of this burning building? Isn't this video about Haytham? Yes.
An assassin took
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I'll get it back. I swear it. Shay.
Well, that's just a bit disappointing. It didn't play the cutscene I was here for. There's one other cutscene in this video, which unfortunately you would have already noticed couldn't make it. Because for some reason, I'm doing it through the replay system because this is a game I've recently just finished replaying and I'm in the process of platinuming it, and Assassin's Creed 3 is an extremely long Assassin's Creed game with actually not that much Haytham for the bulk of the game. So I'm using the replay sequence to grab this footage instead of just playing through the whole game again. I know, I'm sorry, it's terrible. In future videos where hopefully I have a little bit more time to make the video, I will play through the game again for it. But there are two cutscenes. Unfortunately, weirdly enough, both the same theme, which is the initiation ceremonies for the Templars, which I couldn't get on the replay. I'd have to replay through, with both games combined, probably close to 10 plus hours of gameplay, which I just didn't have the opportunity to do at this point. But yes, unfortunately, the cutscene where Haytham initiates Charles Lee into the Templars and the cutscene where Haytham initiates Shay into the Templars, I could not get the recording of in time. Unless I did get the recording, in which case you've already seen it, and this won't be in the video. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, on to the next bit of Haytham. Okay, so we return as Shay with Haytham in a Captain Cook's Man of War. Love that. I love these sequences where you get to pilot the big ship of the line.
The 3 divisions of the Royal Navy.
Who's their commander?
Major General Amherst himself, back from Hanover.
You take an interest in the war, Shay?
Wouldn't want to disappoint you, sir.
So Haytham's not long really been back at this point. But it's very much his intention to destroy Achilles' Brotherhood. It's quite strange, really, because this takes place technically, I believe, after the prologue of Assassin's Creed 3, but obviously quite a bit before the bulk of the game. But there's no sign of Achilles or anyone in Assassin's Creed 3. The simple reason is they made that game first. That's basically all there is to it. So, unfortunately, very little actual Haytham input. There's Achilles. Achilles? Adewale. I forget the name of his ship now. It was on the tip of my tongue, and I've just, literally, just as I was about to say it, forgotten what it was called. Good old Adewale, what a legendary character. Unfortunately, he just didn't get enough, in my opinion, didn't get enough screen time, really. He did get the Freedom Cry DLC, but, yeah, I don't know. It's just like a quite basic reskin, really.
They would devastate our fleet.
And we'd better not
Sync Adewale here.
I recognize that vessel, sir. It's the Experto Credit.
That's it.
How fortunate he is that we have other priorities.
Agreed. We have to get rid of those fire ships.
Awaiting orders, sir.
Fire! Stuns out. Let's get moving.
I like how you actually see him skulking off in the background. Like he doesn't just disappear, or it's not just like he's never there to begin with. He's actually there and then disappears. That's kind of cool. I didn't notice that. My first playthrough.
There's the Royal Navy. We cleared the way just in time, Captain Cormac. The tide of war is turning.
That was quite a crack, wasn't it?
It is too soon for celebrations. Adewale is still out there.
I'm sure we'll get another turn to dance with him, Master Kenway.
Look what the wind just blew in.
Hail and good morrow, gentlemen.
Once again, Captain Cook's resourcefulness has served us well.
I have located the man you were seeking.
Adewale?
Exactly. He was last seen in the French fort not 2 leagues from here along the river.
What would that scallywag be doing in a French fort?
Refitting his vessel, I suppose, after Louisburg.
Thank you, Master Cook. We'll take it from here.
Farewell and Godspeed, gentlemen.
The fort's just up ahead.
Good. Let us continue onward.
Maneuverability is hardly the point.
So, on the context of how ridiculous seeing a man of war in a little river like this is, the Royal Navy, being the Royal Navy at the time anyway, 1800s, being unnecessarily, well, just aura farming at all times, they decided that during the War of 1812, the Great Lakes were pivotal for supply lines into the United States as they were moving down towards Canada. They thought the Great Lakes would be an incredible supply line because it's a lot harder for the enemy to cut, and it allows you to go deeper into their territory without having to maintain the roads and the natural passageways that will be fortified and watched. Obviously, the US knew that the Royal Navy was going to be doing that and had a similar idea should they have gone into Canada. So both of them had ships on the Great Lakes. The thing is, the Great Lakes, especially at the time, were not really, you know, the kind of area that you would have ships on. They were also fully landlocked. You couldn't get to the ocean from them. Anything that you built on any ships on the lakes had to be built on the lakes and lived on the lakes and died on the lakes. There was no building something on the lakes that you might want to then bring out into the Atlantic. It didn't work like that. But the Royal Navy, during the War of 1812, decided, do you know what? I want complete and utter naval supremacy on the Great Lakes. I don't want it to be argued. I don't want it to be disputed. I want it to be, you know. So the Royal Navy would build a schooner. The Americans would build a schooner to match it. The Royal Navy would build, say, a brig. The Americans would build a brig to match it. So the Royal Navy, being the Royal Navy, just went, do you know what? Fine. And built a first-rate ship of the line on the Great Lakes. It could barely maneuver. It was more principle than anything. You know, we're going to build this massive great ship that has virtually no purpose on the Great Lakes, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it secured just complete dominance over the Great Lakes for the Royal Navy, because while it was possible I'd imagine it was possible. I think it was very impractical and not something really that America could commit resources to. But it would have been possible for them to build a, ship of the line in response. But like I say, they didn't have the resources to waste, and even so, what would be the point? It would be stuck in the Great Lakes forever. Even if you had the resources to build it just to take on an enemy vessel, it was a completely useless vessel once built there. And I always find that kind of funny. They built a ship of the line, a battleship essentially of the time, on a lake to prove a point and to, uncontestably gain control over that lake. I always find that kind of funny to think about.
So, the Templars sent their dog after me. Time to
I don't need to. Okay, I do need to. I really thought I'd get around that guy. I don't know why, because those guys they're like homing missiles. But yeah. The old parkour system where you just grab onto anything.
Getting away. If only he'd stand.
He's beached his ship!
A novel tactic?
He's saving his crew.
No. He's making a last stand. Let's not disappoint him.
I like the little bit of dialogue between the two of them.
Where's your hunting dog, Grandmaster Templar? I must have caused quite a ruckus for both of you to be chasing me.
Indeed. You've been a thorn on our side far too long.
It's quite a unique mission by Assassin's Creed standards, especially of the time. Having other characters, an ally just doing the dialogue for you and causing a distraction. I can't think of any missions where that actually happens. Maybe it's just slipping my mind, but yeah, a little bit of dialogue about Edward.
This old man will put you in an early grave, Haytham.
Younger men have tried and failed.
That's all good. There you go. Thanks to my sniper. Taking everyone out.
Forgive me, Adewale.
You dare beg forgiveness, child?
Hell welcomes traitors like you.
I could see the viewpoint. I could see the vision.
Go there proudly.
What's always bothered me about this game is Shay saying I make my own luck just annoys me every time. The other thing that always annoys me about this game, even though I do think it's a good game and underrated, is the way that they seem to just switch the Templar and Assassin's roles really without really any reason. I completely get, Achilles being in a tough spot because of the loss of his whole family very suddenly and making a bad decision which costs innocent lives. That part I get. And Shay's reaction to that, I sort of understand as well. Why Shay's like, whoa, you sent me and loads of people died. What I don't get is why Kasegawase and Liam and Adewale, even when they meet back up and he's like, look, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to stop more innocents dying, why they're still like, die you, right in hell, I hate you. It's like, I get it, he betrayed them, but it just makes it seem like they were written to be more villains than these characters should have been. Adewale at this point should be very wise and like understand Shay did the wrong thing, but understand why Shay did the wrong thing. I feel like it's much more of a Templar attitude to be on your death, like Haytham, when he eventually dies, to be on his deathbed and be like, I take nothing back. I do respect you, but I take nothing back. That's a very Templar mindset. But I feel like the Assassins should maybe be more like, I kind of get it, Shay, you thought you were doing the right thing, but you're wrong. Like, I don't know. It's the other thing that's always bothered me about this is that element of the writing of the Assassins being needlessly antagonistic towards Shay, despite his motivations being kind of reasonable. I don't know. So really weird. I could find barely any information on the actual missions that Haytham appears in this game. Like I say, I replayed this game not that long ago. So I have a vague memory of when he does and doesn't appear. But like the sort of list I found online for his appearances doesn't make sense. The mission names are wrong. The sequences that the missions are attached to is wrong. Some of the appearances don't happen at all. They're listed as like a mission in a sequence in the game, but it's actually something that's like lore written down in certain data entries and stuff, rather than actually being a mission. It's really weird, the information that I didn't do an extensive search, because there just isn't one. Because there just isn't a lot. Like, people aren't really sitting talking about when Haytham appears in this game. But yeah, it was really weird. A lot of the information I found is wrong. This should be Haytham's last appearance in this game. And there's some lore to go along with it as well. But just a bit of context before we sort of get into this mission. This is 1760. It should say in the title card a second ago. Sorry, in a second. This is the same time, roughly. I don't know where it is, which month or whatever, but it is the same year, I believe, that George Washington and co. Charles Lee goes out, finds young Connor, and George Washington and co. actually go this year, roughly around this time, and actually burn down Connor's village. So that's how kind of Rogue and AC3 overlap. If anybody is particularly wondering, the overlap is, in my opinion, very interesting how they weaved it together from AC4 Black Flag to AC Unity with 3 and Rogue in the middle, sort of interweaving, obviously with Freedom Cry and Liberation as well. I think it's actually reasonably well done, considering it seems like they mostly did it sort of on the fly, spur of the moment, right? They wrote 3, and then they went, actually, there's a lot more we could play around here, and then started writing more for the characters in those games, like Achilles, like Haytham. They then started to, write that lore afterwards. I think they actually ended up doing quite a decent job with it, to be honest. But yeah, this is around the time when Connor's village is being burned down by George Washington. So yeah.
Do you think Achilles and Liam have found the precursor site?
The world is still standing. If they uncovered it, they have not yet set the Earth in motion.
How gentlemanly of them.
There should still be time. Master Gist, stay here. I shall accompany Shay.
Sir, with respect, are you sure that's wise?
As Grand Master, I must investigate this precursor matter to the end, and witness the death of Achilles' brotherhood.
If the assassins do trigger an earthquake, at least there's few around to suffer.
I have no intention of letting your
That's
former
weird.
colleagues destroy a
Poor
precursor
stuff.
site, regardless.
Haytham's also a lot more maniacal, and he sounds a lot more evil in the way he speaks in this game as well, I think, compared to 3. In 3, he's actually one of the villains and does some bad stuff, whereas in this, he's your ally. But
some of the ice is rather thin.
the way he kind of speaks about how, like, he cares more about the precursor site itself than the potential damage it could cause, right? Things like that kind of make Haytham seem a little bit more of a villain than even, I think, in 3, where he's a lot more reasonable and rational, That's one of the things I always liked about Haytham, is his motivations are ideological. He's not some big bad villain. He just disagrees with the assassin's view.
Crew Achilles brought.
He's not a cartoonish, evil mustache twirling guy, He just disagrees with it.
But we're still outnumbered. Let's keep a low profile.
But he does some bad things
avoid
along the way.
unnecessary fights.
Playing this again, though, and I've been trying to get the platinum on this, and doing that really makes me want to go back and play through, like, Syndicate as well. I did Unity. I did the platinum for Unity, like, about 6 months ago. Don't know why. I just picked it up. I just thought, yeah, I'm going to do it. I chose to do that one before this one because of the twist at the end. Because I think it hits harder when you have played through as Arno and never learned the mystery of who killed his dad. But, yeah, I find Syndicate a hard one to replay. Even though I love the setting. From a historical point of view, the Victorian era is my favourite setting in history. But and also being in London, I am from London. So it's a very homely setting, but yeah, I just found it harder to replay. Just didn't seem to, I don't know, didn't stick with me as well.
Is this the apple?
No, don't touch anything. Shay was right.
What would he know?
More than me, apparently.
Finally, you understand. Achilles, This is a structure to hold the world together, not a weapon to control it. This whole calamity could have been avoided if you'd only listened to me.
Disrespectful to the end.
Yes, we've been working on that.
Right or wrong, Shay? You betrayed the Brotherhood, Achilles, and me.
Says the man who shot me in the back.
At the homestead. That was Chevalier. I don't miss.
Liam, don't.
See, now Achilles is the good guy. I always liked Achilles from playing 3. I just found it weird the way they made so many of the assassins so needlessly villainous in this. Liam, there, like, I get where Liam's coming from, but why did he try and take that shot? What was the goal? What was the goal? Undoes that whole "you betrayed me, brother" thing when Shay comes here and he's like, I just want to do the right thing, and then you pull a gun on him. You know?
That was lucky.
How many times do I have to tell you, Liam?
I hate that catchphrase.
I make my own luck.
I really don't like that as a catchphrase.
You bastard.
No!
Why not?
Achilles is harmless now. A mentor with no followers. What kind of world are we making if we cannot show mercy? Besides, he understands what these precursor sites are now. Without him, the assassins may continue their search.
Valid points.
Never forget what has happened here. I won't. But the world will.
So here at the end of 1760, at the end of Rogue, Haytham has an opportunity to change his fate, secure his final victory over the assassins, and potentially avoid an early death. But at Shay's request, and under actually pretty sound logic, that Achilles must live to warn the other assassins not to follow in his footsteps, he decides to spare Achilles, setting into motion the bulk of AC3 and beginning Connor's very own journey, bringing about his own downfall and the end of his colonial right in the Americas. So we return now 18 years later in 1778 when Haytham learns of the existence and more importantly the allegiance of his son. We see a lot more of a good-natured side to Haytham from here, where it seems like he genuinely believes that through their family and the complicated assassin-Templar relations that he can try and unify the two orders and actually bring a lasting peace. It's only a matter of time once he learns about Connor's existence that he finds him, and that's where we pick up.
Father. Connor, any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Come to check up on Church? Make sure he'd stolen enough for your British brothers?
Benjamin Church is no brother of mine. No more than the Redcoats or their idiot king. Oh, I expected naivete, but this... The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy. Freedom, justice, independence.
What?
But what?
Johnson, Pitcairn, Hickey. They sought to steal land, to sack towns, to murder George Washington.
Johnson sought to own the land, that we might keep it safe. Pitcairn aimed to encourage diplomacy, which you cocked up thoroughly enough to start a goddamn war. And Hickey? George Washington is a wretched leader. He's lost nearly every battle in which he's taken part. The man's racked with uncertainty and insecurity. Only look at Valley Forge to know my words are true. We're all better off without him. Look, much as I'd love to spar with you, Benjamin Church's mouth is as big as his ego. You clearly want the supplies he's stolen. I want him punished. Our interests are aligned.
What do you propose?
There's something to be said here.
Perhaps.
That Haytham genuinely wanted a proper truce and to merge the orders
You are
together.
my son, after all, and might
Whether or
still
not
be
that's
saved
true,
from
I
your
don't know.
ignorance.
It's very much hinted that's the case, that he was being genuine
Kill you now,
in the companion novel, where it's like from Haytham's perspective. It the thoughts you get a lot more of what's going on in his head, and it's very much implied that he was genuinely wanting to fix this.
I'm afraid not.
But
I'd hoped to ambush him when he or one of his men returned here. It seems I'm too late. They've come and cleared the place out.
the thing is,
I may be able to track him.
Just my luck. Going to freeze to death if I don't get this fixed.
Are you Ben Church's man?
Well played.
yeah. I like Haytham's just it's the untamed sarcasm he can let out is great.
Look what we found.
He was creeping around the camp all suspicious-like.
Must be a Yank spy.
Nah, he's something else. Something special. Isn't that right, Haytham? Church told me all about you.
Then you should know better than this.
You're not really in a position to be making threats, are ya?
Not yet.
Oh, he can't be countered, what?
Once you've dealt with these louts, meet me in New York.
What do you mean, meet you in New York?
You mean to just leave? Now? If you can't handle a couple of mercenaries, then we've really no business working together. Unbelievable.
Evening, Connor. I see you made it here in one piece.
Recovered from your beating, then?
Benjamin Church is holed up on an abandoned brewery on the waterfront. We should be done with this by sunrise.
Good. I would like to have those supplies returned as soon as possible.
Of course. I wouldn't want to keep you from your lost cause. Come along, then. Follow me.
Such a savage.
Tell me something.
Hmm?
You could have killed me when we first met. What stayed your hand?
Curiosity. Any other questions?
What is it the Templars truly seek?
Order. Purpose. Direction. No more than that. It's your lot that means to confound with this nonsense talk of freedom. Time was. The assassins professed a far more sensible goal. That of peace.
Freedom is peace.
Oh no. It's an invitation to chaos. Only look at this little revolution your friends have started. I have stood before the Continental Congress and listened to them stamp and shout. All in the name of liberty. But it is just noise.
And this is why you favor Lee?
He understands the needs of this would-be nation far better than the jobberknolls who profess to represent it.
It seems your tongue has tasted sour grapes. The people have made their choice, and it was Washington.
The people chose nothing. It was done by a group of privileged cowards seeking only to enrich themselves. They convened in private and made a decision that would benefit them. Oh, they might have dressed it up with pretty words. That does not make it true. The only difference, Connor, the only difference between myself and those you aid is that I do not feign affection.
I'd like to see more Haytham. I'd like to see more, like, connecting the dots. I'd like to see more of Edward after Black Flag, for example.
Hold a moment. Church, you clever bastard.
What is it?
I was hoping I could wave you past the guards, but he's replaced most of them with men I don't know. Well, I should be able to pass without arousing suspicion, but you...
No. We do this together or not at all.
Then what do you propose?
I will find a guard who is off duty and take his uniform.
Very well. I will wait here then.
Of course you will.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to come along and hold your hand, perhaps? Provide kind words of encouragement?
Whoops. Oh, good one. Stephanie, good one. You never trust a man named Stephanie. Bloody hell, he's useless in a fight.
That should suffice. Follow me.
Hold, strangers. You tread on private property. What business have you here?
The Father of Understanding guides us.
You I recognize, not the savage.
He is my son.
Tasted of the forest fruits, did you? Off you go, then.
It's locked. Give me a moment.
Must be strange for you, discovering my existence as you have.
I'm actually curious to know what your mother might have said about me. Always wondered what life might have been like had she and I stayed together. How is she, by the way?
Dead. Murdered.
What? I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, you're sorry. I found my mother burning alive. I'll never forget her face as she sent me away. Charles Lee is responsible for her death by your order. And you're sorry.
It's impossible. I gave no such order. I spoke the opposite, in fact. I told them to give up the search for the precursor site. We were to focus on more practical pursuit.
It is done. And I'm all out of forgiveness.
The writing used to be good on these games. Like, I mean, it's not the best example of writing in a game, but I think that's a pretty good moment.
Benjamin Church, you stand accused of betraying the Templar Order and abandoning our principles in pursuit of personal gain. In consideration of your crime, I hereby sentence you to death.
No! You're too late. Church and the cargo are long gone. And I'm afraid you won't be in any condition to follow. We've chosen to stand with the victor.
Oh.
It's Britain who will win this war. You always did prefer principle to profit. Perhaps that's why your little kingdom started to crumble.
It's weird, when I was checking the missions that Haytham's in, online it says you play as Haytham in this mission.
Look at the half-breed fight, like some feral dog.
Oh my god, like...
Lest we put him down, boys.
Oh my god. Stop. Stop saying these things.
Don't let them escape! Get it! The Indian too! Take him down!
I think you'll find the term is Native American.
Where is Church?
I'll tell you. Anything you want. Only promise that you'll let me live.
You have my word.
He left yesterday for Martinique. Took passage on a trading sloop called the Welcome. Loaded half its hold with the supplies he stole from the Patriots. That's all I know, I swear. You promised.
And he kept his word. Let's go.
Why is it so echoey? God, that's loud. God, that's loud. Bear in mind, it's louder for me because I've got no fucking volume control in these dumb earphones. To be fair, these headphones are great. It's the capture card that's the problem.
We need to get out of here.
You don't say.
The way that I listen to my audio when I stream from the console is different to when I stream from the PC. When I stream from the console, I can't control the volume, and it's always deafeningly loud for me. So, like, it's loud for you, I promise it's louder for me.
So close, yet so far. You'll need to find a way around the flames.
Yeah, that was stupidly loud, wasn't it?
Get back here, traitors! Oh,
Well,
how I'll enjoy making you pay for your betrayal. Did church pay well? Be rewarded handsomely.
I'm just like running for my survival, and Haytham's just chasing people down.
Stuck. See if you can find something to pry it open. Connor? What are you up to? Oh, no. Don't do that. There's no way of knowing what's on the other side.
We do now.
He used him as a battering ram. He used his own father as a battering ram.
Church is at least a day on us. We must move quickly if we're to catch him.
I have a ship we can use. Meet me on the pier when you're ready.
I love the deploying the full sail thing. So good. Ships of this sort of size with just an over-the-top amount of sails are great.
How is it you came to captain a ship, given the way you sail?
I've done nothing wrong. Leave me alone. Really weird. Really weird compared to what I'm used to.
What are you doing? Ending this. Secure the ship. Hook us in. Bring our clothes.
No, this isn't the new one. This Assassin's Creed 3 remastered.
The swivels. Cover from the quarter deck. Secure the aft line.
I will be playing Black Flag on release though.
It's been quite an adventure. Let me tell you. Working my way through your nasty little tricks and traps. Clever! Some of them anyway.
Enough! We came here for a reason.
Different reasons, it seems.
You did well. This passing was a boon for us both. Come on. I expect you'll want my help retrieving everything from the island.
Here we go. And as far as I know, that is the last time we team up with Haytham. Unfortunately, with Haytham trying to capitalize on the American Revolution to bring forth a truly Templar-dominated nation, Connor and him cannot see eye to eye, and this leads to their eventual parting. With Haytham withholding information from Connor constantly to try and keep him on side, and Charles Lee, Connor's primary target, being more power-crazed and dangerous as time goes on, all while being protected by Haytham, the alliance was too fragile to last. During the latter half of AC3, Haytham appears to show genuine care and admiration for Connor. Despite disagreeing ideologically and fundamentally with Connor, there is a real sense that Haytham, in these moments when he's looking at Connor, sees the life that he should have lived, and probably feels some pride. After already being fully brainwashed by the Templars for his entire upbringing, He learned much later in life that his father was a legendary assassin, and it was his Templar masters that killed his father and sent his sister to a life of slavery and torment. Still, he never questioned his belief that the Templars were right, but in this moment, in this emotional vulnerability, maybe even pride that his son has walked the path that should have been his own, it's enough to be his ultimate undoing. Connor is younger, more emotional, and unfortunately for Haytham, those emotions mostly consist of rage and resentment for the loss of his mother and destruction of his people. The very group behind all that, where all his rage is focused, is the same group that Haytham leads and fiercely protects.
Where are you, Charles?
Gone.
Ah, it's foul play that, Connor.
Come now. You cannot hope to match me, Connor. For all your skills, you are still but a boy, with so much left to learn.
Give me Lee! Impossible. He is the promise of a better future.
I don't hate Haytham. I think he's cool.
Sheep need a shepherd.
He makes a good villain because he's convincing.
Censured. He can do nothing for you now.
A temporary setback. He will be restored.
He's not. Well, he is not a great father, but then, like I say, I think it's pretty fair to say he had no intention of ever killing Connor, you know? But Connor is a relentless machine. The scene definitely would have hit different if I played the whole thing, but...
Surrender, and I will spare you.
Brave words from a man about to die.
You fare no better.
Even when your kind appears to triumph, still we rise again. And do you know why? It's because the Order is born of a realization. We require no creed, no indoctrination by desperate old men. All we need is that the world be as it is. And this is why the Templars will never be destroyed.
There we go. And that was the end of Haytham Kenway.
Don't think I have any intention of caressing your cheek and saying I was wrong. I will not weep and wonder what might have been. I'm sure you understand. Still, I'm proud of you in a way. You have shown great conviction, strength, courage. All noble qualities. I should have killed you long ago.
Damn.
We've got a problem. Haytham doesn't have the amulet anymore.
But the temple's still sending data. There must be more to the
So,
story.
it's very much implied that in those moments, Haytham's kind of pride for Connor really is that Connor has the life that Haytham should have had. Haytham's life, in a sense, was robbed from him. He believes in the Templars. He believes that he's in the right, all the way up until his death. But that's because his life was changed forever when his dad was killed and he was raised by his dad's killer, right? Like, so I think there's a very good argument, and I think it's very much implied that even though Haytham doesn't believe in the same battle that Connor's fighting, he sees that that's the life he should have had, and he's, like, proud of him for it. Which is kind of deep when you actually think about it. Because had Edward not have died, Haytham would have been an assassin. He wouldn't have had that same journey, but he would have been an assassin fighting for those goals, right? In the end, Haytham is unable to bring himself to go the full lengths to destroy his own son, and Connor is able to kill Haytham, bringing the Kenway family firmly back under the assassins and continuing the cycle of pain, with Connor now living with no family left after killing the last living Kenway and losing Achilles. Thank you so much for watching the video. I've tried to keep it as short as possible, but there was just so much to put in, so I really appreciate you watching. I'm trying something new with this type of video, so I really do hope you've enjoyed, and if you do, please do let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe so I know I'm doing something right. I will be doing Black Flag Resynced both live on Twitch and in videos on YouTube from the day of release. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video, like I say, and if you're looking forward to Black Flag Resynced. And let me know what you thought about this new sort of style of content. Again, really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and hopefully I will see you in Black Flag Resynced.